I had an absolutely crazy war recently, and there was so much I wanted to show off in this, so we're gonna see everything I did, and I have like 5 Viv fights in this video, and then I have some Tigra, some Valk. All of it's really cool though, so I figured I'd show all of it instead of specifically just Viv, because I know that's what a lot of you are here for. So I'll try to put time codes, and then you can see specifically the vid fights if you really want to. But yeah. So we'll start off with section 1, path 1, Terrax, and I was just assigned Tigra and just do Tigra things. It's really easy, honestly. I don't even remember the nodes because I don't even care. I'm just Tigraing it. And yeah, he's dead very quick. Tigra of War Boosts is stupid. Speaking of war boosts, I had to use like 3 different cycles of boosts because I decided to use the common ones instead of the war ones like an idiot. But yeah. Next, Overseer on this path. Okay, Masochism over time, 15%, so try not to parry and then you're good. Let's see what happens here. I'm gonna try to get Bulwarks just so I have a massive special 2 to nuke him down with. And just so I can freely block whatever I want to and not trigger Masochism too often. So I think here I'm just going to back off and wait for his auto block to go away because my Valkyrie is not a high sig and I am not stun immune if he parries me with his auto block. So yeah, I'm just working to get all my Bulwarks and all my Pierce. Right there, whiffed a light so I can just have 1 less hit in my combo meter to make it easier to get to my special 2 with as many buffs before reaching 3 bars of power. I don't know how much sense that made, but this was stupid. Like, he was holding his block and I dashed in and he throws to the special 2. Luckily, it doesn't really do that much damage, but it's very frustrating because I'm using a lot of potions this war and that's just more to go with it. This fight, I was originally assigned Valk and I'm like, I want to use Viv. Like, I want to use Viv for this fight for content purposes and just because she's poison immune. I think I'll, just in case, have a better performance in case he's a really special 1 happy. Then Valk is not great because I'm not the best at dexing this dude's special 1. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Viv instead of Valk, and my officer was fine with it, so it's okay. I'm just gonna do normal Viv things and get to my SP2. I don't exactly... Did I, like, light attack there? I don't even know what I just did. But it's okay. We only lost 20%. Nothing to worry about. And then we throw our SP2. He's heal blocked, so personal space regen doesn't even matter. That's another thing I really like about Viv for this fight. His evade went into my phase, and that's, again, another reason I really wanted to use Viv for this fight. So I'm glad I had the idea to try it. I think, yeah, alright, I bait the SP1, just so my special ones are completely unblockable, and yeah, he's dead with a lot of overkill too. That next special one would fit really hard. Alright, so this next fight was not originally assigned to me, and the person who was supposed to take it didn't join for like 12 hours in the war, and we're like, we need to get this down so people can get into section 2, and I'm like, I want to Tigra this. I think I can do it fast enough, and I think I can do it before I die. This was my last Tigra fight anyway, so I was like, if she gets all the way to 10%, I don't even care, because I'm not going to be using her again. And I'm just going to try to get to my SP2 as quick as possible. I threw all the big boy boosts on, just so I can kill him before I get killed. And we're gonna see how well it goes. Right now, we're definitely winning the fight, but it's not gonna stay perfect, especially since my dashback input does not even trigger, and now I'm completely screwed. I don't even know if that was on me, or if that was on inputs. I thought it was on inputs, but there's a good chance I just screwed up. But, yeah, we're not gonna come out of the fight alive, because we had bad hazard shift RNG at the end, too. So my officer just cleaned it up. It wasn't that bad because he was like, you know, we're ahead anyway, I'll give you the opportunity to try. So it's all fine, and yeah, nothing to worry about. So now we have Viv on 24 Havok, and because of Havok's high energy resistance, I'm going to go SP3 rotation. I don't know if that's entirely necessary, but it's just the plan I decided to take. And there's so much power burn going on in this fight because of tactic, it doesn't matter. There's a parry bug, and there's another parry bug. This time, I know it wasn't on me. I know I landed those parries correctly. When I did that delayed dashback input against Weapon X, that might have been on me. I really don't even know. But those missed parries, I'm like, okay, well, there goes half my health just because of the game not working half the time. Sometimes it doesn't work as well when I'm recording, which I guess I can get a little bit, but like, it's so frustrating, especially in war. But now I'm just getting to SP2 so I can get my solar charges, I think they're called, and we just want to kill him right after with my SP1s. I would hope that he didn't throw a special the entire fight, but he does. It's not a big deal. I mean, we have armor ups anyway. It's just extra time, and if I manage to somehow miss dex it, that would suck. But yeah, no, he's very dead here. And looking at the red numbers from that special attack, I don't even know if the SP3 was necessary. So I've seen someone do it against Bishop, and I think it would be necessary against Bishop, but Havok's energy resist is a little less to my understanding, or maybe it was just a lower rank Havok than the Bishop I saw. Who knows, but it's fine. Whatever works, you know. So here, I'm going to heal up my Valk a little bit for this Sasquatch. This was one of my scarier fights for the war because the power rate for Sasquatch is going to be kind of ridiculous because I have a bunch of extra buffs, and this guy is running high MD. I'm not sure if it was 4 or 5, but it should be fine. If he goes to SP3, I've got Big Boy Boost on, and Sassy's SP3 really doesn't hit that hard. It's kind of like Mordo's, where it hits weaker than most SP3s just because of the extra power that they have. So they Kabam tuned it down a little bit, which is nice. And I'm trying to not trigger personal space regen. I don't know if it really matters though, just because Valk's damage is insane, so I might have just been able to not do that. This SP2 is going to do a little bit less damage because of, his Wrath charges, giving him little resistances. That parry scared me because I thought I did it late and I didn't, and I was like, oh no, I'm going to absolutely get demolished if I get hit with an SP2 with those ruptures that would come on after. So that's nice. And then there, I normally do delay, like combo delay special to get them to hold block, but with Sasquatch's aggressive AI, that didn't work, which I was really confused about too, because Bahamut always has aggro AI in his wounded state, and my special 2 hit him in the block every time, so I don't know if there's just different codings of the way aggressiveness works or something, but yeah, Bahamut was easy to get him to hold block from SP2 when he was supposed to be aggressive, and Sasquatch it wasn't apparently. Who knows, it's not a big deal, we lose half our health, just potions. Yeah, it's annoying, but at least I had no shot of dying. I could eat another SP3 and it would be fine, which I wouldn't want to do, but I can do it. So yeah, next we have Section 2, P1 Sauron, and this fight is honestly really easy with Viv. It's insanely easy with Viv, actually. He's never going to get prowess, almost, so he's going to almost never go unblockable, or he just will never go unblockable because the prowess is gone all the time. And we're just gonna do normal Viv rotations, SP2, then SP1 spam. I'm gonna do mostly heal blocks. No, I'm gonna do suppression, never mind. I'm going to do a bunch of heal blocks though, just to make sure it stays on, but I will throw suppressions on from time to time, just for reasons, just to keep his power a little bit down, because his both his specials are actually annoying decks for me. I honestly prefer baiting SP1 than SP2 for some reason, which I feel like is an unpopular opinion, but yeah. And then I got enough power for another SP1, and then we have easily destroyed him. Viv in war with some minor boost is just stupid. She's so good, man, for war. Other contents, maybe not as much, but war, she's so good, man. Here I have Zemo on... I don't even know what node this is. I mean, this is my first season out of tier 10, and I'm jumping all the way to tier 2. A lot of this stuff I've just never been trained to remember. It's a mini-boss, that's what I do know. And it's got that node that when a buff expires, then you will have the opportunity to get faltered. And I was assigned Valk, and I didn't exactly know entirely what I was doing at the start. Like, at the start, I was like, oh, he's gaining a bunch of prowess. I should probably hit his block only, and then I learned that later. So yeah, I'm gonna hit mostly just his block, so he doesn't gain too much prowess. I will hit him with regular hits sometimes, but mostly just the block. Mostly just the regular hits were to gain bulwarks, so the falter might not always trigger. And I did block that SP1 there, because if you get only one bleed on you, it's just free willpower, so nice. Yeah. I think I'm gonna finish with a full yellow bar just because of that one bleed on me. So that's a really nice tip if you're ever fighting Zemo. Just don't get more than one bleed on you, but like one, usually it's just extra willpower. It's really nice to have. So once my Fury falls off, I'm just gonna try to kill him with regular hits into the block. And I can't really throw my SP1 and go for the evades because of the disorients on me. But that's okay, because our basic attacks are almost gonna kill him anyway. He's really close to death. And I'm gonna back off here because of the falter, and the good thing I did because my bulwarks did not purify it. But that's fine because I was ready for it, and he is absolutely dead. With a full yellow bar because of that bleed that I decided to heal from willpower. So my last fight of this war is going to be Apoc on another node that I do not remember the number of. I'm going to buy a refill. In hindsight, I should have got with that with loyalty instead of units, but it's not, it's whatever, so. Apoc, I sometimes will try to phase the SP1, but not all the time, because if I mess it up, it's going to hurt bad. And I would prefer not to die, so we're not gonna always face the SP1. I think I will sometimes. At one point, I was like, my game is really laggy, I don't trust it to work, so I'm just gonna block it. Yeah, it's right here. I'm like, oh gosh, the game is really laggy, I'm not even gonna try to phase, but later I will try to phase a little bit, I think. And because this is a very big mini-boss and a very big Apoc in general, the SP1 spam will not completely kill him, but it will do enough to where it does not take long after to kill him. So it's perfectly fine. Here, I'm just gonna bait the SP1. I could push into SP2, but I'm not as... I don't think I've ever tried phasing the SP2, so it might be a little bit riskier to go for. I was gonna bait the SP1, but he wasn't interested in throwing it, so I'm just doing this instead, which is fine, who cares? I'm finishing this last SP1 with only 4 solar charges because I just got one there, and he's at 25%, so I'm just going to do a little bit of just waiting for solar charges to come back, and then he's going to eventually die pretty quickly. What am I doing here? There we go. So we threw this, we got 4 of the 5 to inflict plasma. And then we're gonna slow combo and let him live, die. Okay, he lived, and then 1 combo after, you are dead. I almost got hit with a heavy attack, but I didn't, so it's okay. And that was my war, 1 death with a fight that I wasn't ever assigned. And then this last fight I'm just gonna show because it was Viv. It's 24 Toad. This was from the previous war, and it's just... Here, you can watch it. This Toad is like a piece of cake for Viv in war because prowess go bye-bye, heal block will always be active basically. It's so easy, it's wonderful, and because I have armor ups, I am nullify immune, and buffet will never trigger. So yeah, I got 4 of the 5 block taps there, so I'll take it because some of them are kind of difficult to land. And once he throws this SP1, or am I even gonna bait it? Yeah, no, I'm not. He's absolutely dead. I just need a beta and special intercept. You're done. And yeah, so that's just an extra fight I figured I'd show you. And thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoy using Viv as much as I do.